Hi, I'm Chris Peterson, owner of Rivendale Homes. I wanted to talk to you today about a blog I wrote. This blog is on our website entitled The Top 10 Things You Should Know Before Building a Custom Home. Number one, you want to start with a clear vision. And a clear vision includes how much money you want to spend, how many square feet that you want to build, what type of floor plan do you want? Do you want a single story? Do you want a two-story? Do you want the primary bed on the first level or the second level? Do you want a two-car garage? Do you want a three-car garage? Do you want an open floor plan? There's so many things that you have to have a very clear vision on. We have a floor plan questionnaire. You can go on our website and register and get the floor plan questionnaire. It'll help you focus in and get your vision crystal clear. But obviously, before you get started, before you spend money working with an architect, before you start spending money working with a builder, you should really have a very clear vision on what your home should look like. Number two is to define your budget. You have to know how much you're going to spend if you're borrowing money from a construction lender. So you want to get a very good pre-qualification from a construction lender. And then you want to understand by talking with a builder how much it's going to cost to build the product that you want. So you have two parameters, how much you can spend and how much you'd like to spend. I want to build a 4,000 square foot house. You may only have enough money for a 3,600 square foot house, but you really want to zero in on what your budget is, what you can afford, and what you can commit to. Number three is choosing the right team. And by team, I mean choosing the right architect, builder, interior designer. It's so critical that they work together as a team, that you don't hire one before the other. Quite often we'll work with people that have hired an architect, the plans are already complete, and we look at this, you've heard me say this before many times, but up to 50% of the plans we get are over the owner's budget. Without a builder in place, they're not going to have the discipline to keep you on budget. Without a good architect in place, you're not going to have the great design that you're looking for. Together, they work as a team. The interior designer will bring the interior finishes, but the three of them are important to bring along together and hire all at the same time. So choosing the right team is number three. Number four is finalizing your design before you break ground. So often people are in a hurry to get started, and that's understandable. It's a very exciting process. It does take a while. The pre-construction process could take anywhere from 4 to 12 months to get a permit and go through that process. So quite often we find people that are in a hurry, but it's really a mistake to force the construction to begin without all of your selections being made. Think about it. You really can't get a firm price unless you have all the selections made, because at that point people are just guessing. Until you provide the materials that you want, they're just guessing at a price. The project moves faster and stays more on budget when you have all the design selections completed before construction is commenced. Number five is to get a written schedule from your builder. Without a schedule, you can't finish on schedule. You want a detailed written schedule of how long will it take to build a custom home. Typically, custom homes take anywhere from 10 to 14 months, depending upon the size of the home, from the day we get started. A builder should break that schedule up with about 30 steps in construction from start to finish, provided in writing. Number six is to choose your lot wisely. There are so many hidden costs in the land. You have infrastructure to bring to the house. You have utilities, sewer, water, electric, gas to bring to the house. Quite often, depending upon the location of the property, you also may have upgrades to those. Quite often we see the utilities requiring upgrades to the existing requirements, upgrades to transformers, upgrades to sewer and water meters and sewer lines. This can easily run into the $20,000 to $40,000 range. In addition to that, if the lot has topography or trees, severe topography could easily add $200,000 to the lot. Mild topography can easily add $40,000 to $50,000 to the lot development process. So you really want to be able to understand the cost to develop your lot, to build on your lot before you start the architectural process. If you start your design and have the house designed and spend $50,000 on architecture and then find out there's an additional $150,000 to upgrade your lot for necessary electric capacity, sewer and water capacity, maybe additional foundation costs, that money's going to really increase your budget, and chances are it'll probably blow your budget. So really understand the cost to develop and build on your lot before you start your architectural journey. Number seven is to start with a solid contract. We have a separate blog on this. If you want a solid contract that includes the warranty with the contract. Quite often people will sign a contract and they don't understand the warranty that comes along with the contract, primarily because it's not included. So you want the contract and you want many items spelled out in there. Again, you'll find this all covered in detail on our blog, but you also want the warranty with the contract. So start with a good solid contract. We talked about picking a good team, and an architect is key. There are many different architects architects in town. We have some great architects that we work with. We'd be happy to recommend them to you, but I can tell you a good architect can make your project and a bad architect can break your project. So a good architecture is certainly one of the keys to this process. Number 9 is meet with a good construction lender, and I emphasize good construction lender. There's a lot of construction lenders out there, not all of them are good, but meet with a good construction lender early in the process. Each lender has their own different requirements. They have their own different down payment requirements, how much they'll lend, how much draw schedule is, what their contractual requirements are, what their pre-qualification requirements are, how long that pre-qualification is good for. So you really want to get that going early in the process and not wait till it's too late in the process, because it's just a key piece of that you really want to have straightened out. Again, a good builder, can we work with good construction lenders? Happy to recommend them. A good builder should have 2 or 3 good construction lenders they've worked with. Number 10 is build a team you trust. You're going to be working with these people over the next 12 to 18 months. A good architect, a good builder is key. A good designer is key. And these people, if they can work on a collaborative basis, and that is very important. I want to emphasize the collaborative basis. Many build teams do not work collaboratively. There's a friction between the architect, the designer, and the builder. That's really something obviously that you want to avoid, because you want everybody focused on your project and not focused on some petty issue that's going on between them. But create a good team and make sure that team is working to deliver the product that you want. And a good team, you really won't have to push them hard to do that. They want to do nothing more than to serve the customer, and if they take a collaborative approach, you'll get the product you want. But you'll want to pay attention. Very important, something a lot of people overlook, is they take an architect that somebody referred to them, and a builder that somebody referred to them, and maybe a designer that somebody referred to them, but they haven't created a team. There's not that team atmosphere, so you want to make sure that you create that team atmosphere. Building a custom home should be exciting, not overwhelming. Start with a clear vision, assemble the right team, and you make your decisions early. You're setting yourself up for success and a home that reflects your lifestyle. At Rivendale Homes, we're here to guide you through that process. As I said, we'd be happy to recommend lenders to you, architects to you. We worked with a lot of great teams. We've been part of a lot of great teams over the years. Contact Ben at RivendaleHomesTexas.com, and we'd be happy to refer some of these people to you. Thank you.